when I came to do these illustrations, I was virtually working day and night and came up with this style of little dots, and that really took lots of time. And then unfortunately, because people would see it in the New York Times, they would say, can you do a book like that? So I did all the first books, I don't know, first 5-6 years were made of little dots. But I was extremely lucky because I thought, I think that helps us sometimes in life, that we have this inflated idea about ourselves, that I thought, oh, I can do children's books, children just will love my ideas. But I really, growing up outside of the United States, I knew nothing about pizza, I knew nothing about cartoons, I knew nothing about peanut butter and jellies. You know, like I didn't have any sort of connection with the childhood, baseball. But I grew up with like Three Musketeers or Monte Cristo, and yet I was lucky. I just think it was sheer luck that even with that sort of distorted view of what's appealing to children, I was able to, in the beginning, to do my books, because everything changed since I have my own children. Because at first, when they were born, I thought I have to leave some legacy or some message to them. So I did a book about Prague for Madeleine called Three Golden Keys, because I thought, well, she has to know where, she will be wondering why her father was like who he was, so I do a book about that. And then the same thing when my son was being expected, I did a book about Galileo, because I thought I have to do a book about somebody who was very special and show him that sometimes life can get difficult, like with Galileo, when he has to sort of answer all the questions of the cardinals. But then when the kids grew up a little bit, I realized they are not really interested in it at all. And since then I'm trying to sort of observe them and see what they like. So that would go for all the little books I did for my son, which were about fire trucks he loved, and bulldozers and ships and dinosaurs. And for little girls like Ballerina, or the whole series, I hope, of Madlenka, when the little girl who lives on the block in the big city meets all these people who are from different countries and different cultures. Because when I grew up in Prague, people really wouldn't speak to each other because they were just simply afraid to, just the political regime and climate was terrible. So, and now comes another problem, because when I did Madlenka, when I did Ballerina, they were little, so I could observe them and I didn't have to ask them for permission or anything. And now, of course, they moved on because my work takes too long. So Madeleine is now 9, and I have 6-year-old Madlenka, and I can see that I cannot keep on going with them, because all of a sudden, I'm not going to do a book about Madlenka listening to Britney Spears or something. So in the way, I will have to let them go and stay with some sort of dream of 6 years or something.